Welcome to American Business Podcast. I'm Kevin Devecioglu, your host. I'm welcoming you episode 145. Well, today is also a special episode. We are recording and streaming this special episode because it's an anniversary edition. Now the American Business Podcast is 1 year old. Within 1 year, we come a long way. Now we have more than 150,000 YouTube subscribers. We have more than 1.1 million views. We are listed on IMDb and we received YouTube Silver Award. In addition, today we also received a certificate of recognition from the City of New York supporting the American Business Podcast, recognizing the American Business Podcast. So we are so happy to receive this certificate of recognition, and we truly appreciate your help and support. With your help and support, the American Business Podcast will continue growing and bringing you educational and informative content. Today's number, 365. This is how many days it took ABP to gain 150,000 subscribers on YouTube. As you know, we have a great partnership with missionstatements.com. And here is the quote of the day. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. That is the quote of the day today. All right, sounds good. Well, I'm going to invite our guests today to our virtual stage, and let's get the conversation started. All right, great. Hello, Alice. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the American Business Podcast.
Hello, Kevin. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Of course, it's my pleasure. How are you? How is your week going so far?
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Kevin. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Friday is a good day. So I'm happy to have you on this day. And as I mentioned earlier, today is extra special for us because it's our anniversary in the American Business Podcast. Now the American Business Podcast is 1 year old. So in that sense, it is very exciting for us that we actually have you today in this special episode. Thank you very much for your time. Well, why don't we... Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. And it's been quite a journey for us. In 1 year, we come a long way, and we'll continue bringing and delivering educational and informative content in the American Business Podcast. That's our goal, and we have a great pipeline. I mean, till the end of the year, we have great guests, great speakers will be with us. We have supporters, sponsors, so we are blessed. And we are really grateful, and we'll make sure to keep working hard on the podcast and keep delivering. Great. Well, let's get started. As a start, would you please introduce yourself and your organization to our audience and to our listeners?
Okay. Well, I'm Alice Marie Rourke. I'm the executive director of the Townwide Fund of Huntington, and I'm here today with Matt Curry.
Matt, yes, my name is Matt Curry. I'm the president of the Townwide Fund and also a volunteer board member. And I also own a financial planning firm, Curry Financial Group, right here in Huntington.
This is great.
So,
yeah, please tell us more about Townwide. Let's learn more about the organization.
The Townwide Fund is 65 years old, or young, I should say. And
Yes.
We are a wonderful local nonprofit that has raised more than $15 million for local health and human services that help families in need, and we raise money throughout the year and then disperse that money in the form of grants to over 35 health and human service agencies that have programs that help sustain our community. So,
How important is that? Yes, please, Matt, please, if you'd like to expand.
Definitely, it's very important. A lot of the charities we support are small local charities right here in the town of Huntington, and a lot of them are charities that people may not even know of if they don't hear about them through us. So we have the opportunity to really inform people about these charities, and then also go out, work hard, raise the money, and support them and the community that they help. So it's really important, and there's a lot of need here in the Huntington community, and we do our best to provide as much help as we can.
Absolutely, this is important. In the American Business Podcast, we always support nonprofits. Nonprofits are important. They always have great missions, different missions for the society, for the community in general, and they're all good. And I also have had the pleasure of working with different nonprofits in my own profession as well. We also had guests in the American Business Podcast. And one thing that I always experience, I always get the positive energy that good energy whenever I work with or engage or change at all. So I always appreciate these conversations, and I do my best to promote nonprofits the in the American Business Podcast. So this is a great opportunity that you join us today. Well, in addition to Townwide and its mission, I love to also I love our audience also learn about you, your professional background, if that's okay, because you manage these nonprofit, promote it, you support it, you work hard on it, and you have a great professional background that you actually accumulated over the years. So maybe we can also learn from you as well, from your background. So can you tell us about your career journey a little bit? How did you get started? How your career journey has unfolded over the years?
Okay, so I'll start and then hand it over to Matt.
Okay.
I worked in the fashion industry for many, many years. I went to the Fashion Institute of Technology. My background is in international economics, and I worked overseas for a buying office, and I worked for many years in the children's wear area of fashion. It was wonderful. And, not unlike any type of business, nonprofit is a business that needs to be sustained. So because of my background, particularly in sales and relationship building, that's how all of these years later I wound up in the nonprofit realm. And so yeah, it's been a blessing in my career journey. So Matt?
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm local, born and raised here in the town of Huntington. So I grew up right here in Greenlawn, went to Harbor Fields High School, and went to college at SUNY Geneseo, which was a very, very fun experience. Had the opportunity to play basketball there for 4 years, which was great, and started my own business right out of college. Went into the financial planning industry and basically started my own firm right out of college. So I've had the business now going on 12 years. So it's been a journey. It's been a lot of fun.
Congratulations.
And thank you, Kevin. Thank you. And had the opportunity to help many people and serve a lot of great clients. So it's been a great ride so far.
Absolutely.
And, working in the nonprofit sector, you get to meet so many different, types of people from all walks of life. And I do think that at the end of the day, when you know that you're helping so many people, it really fills your heart. And I don't think that there's really any other type of service work that can really be so rewarding. It's wonderful to have a lucrative and successful business on one hand, which was my wonderful experience in the fashion world. But on the flip side of that, it is also nice to know that, we work, we volunteer, we do everything that we need to do for our local community, because in the end of the day, that's what matters most.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, what is the secret of your success?
The secret of our success.
You want to start?
I don't know I don't know. So the way I would probably answer that is, I think it's a combination of being well supported by my family and my friends, Matt included in that. We work well together, and I think when you are keeping your eyes on being successful, it's all about building relationships and keeping your eye on what is most important in life. And I think that is the key to success. I truly believe that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'd say the people is really most important. Like Alice Marie said, building relationships, having a great group of people like we really do have with our board, our directors, Alice Marie, Debbie, our other associate director as well. We really have a great group of people who enjoy working together and really want to help the community. And we also live and work here in a very tight-knit community. The Huntington community is very close. People want to work together. They want to get to know each other. And a lot of people do really want to help. They want to help those that are in need.
Yes, Huntington is one of my favorite towns in the region. So I'm not surprised, but I'm happy that we are putting the word out and then talking about it. That is great. Okay,
and we couldn't do it without all of our sponsors and supporters, though, too, because we have a tremendous corporate sponsor support. And when the time is right, I'd love to ask everyone to take a look at our website and share some of all of the information that we have to give. So
absolutely. Also, if you like to mention your website, please. You can tell right now, is it townwide.com?
Townwidefund.org. Yeah, it's townwidefund.org. And again, as mentioned before, the way that we actually raise the money to then give out in the form of grants is through events and appeals. And most of the information about our upcoming events is listed on our website. And on our website is also a list of all of those that sponsor us, the major corporate sponsors, and some of our sponsors for our local events as well. So, and again, we have incredible gratitude to the community who supports us in that regard.
Okay, well, let's talk about nonprofit industry. That's okay. So, how do you see the state of nonprofit industry? Any challenges, opportunities that you see in nonprofit industry that you can share with us?
So it's a learning curve, especially since COVID. We have always prided ourselves on some major events that we've had that have since morphed into different types of events, and we are just trying to follow the trends of the donor, which is very helpful as far as like reading what's going to be successful and what's not going to be successful. To that point, we've seen a great change in the major gala. It's not a popular way to raise funds anymore. Our particular donors much prefer smaller events and active events. Tennis, golf, pickleball, things like that have become much, much more popular than the large gala dinners that were once a trend in nonprofit fundraising. That is true across all nonprofit sectors. I speak to my colleagues about that all the time, and we're just trying to follow the trends of what the donor enjoys. So
Yeah, and for me, I'd say I've been a volunteer board member here for the last 6 years, and fundraising is not easy. It can be difficult. Even though we live in a community where a lot of people want to help, it's always a challenge finding that next corporate sponsor or the next big company to sponsor an event. So it does take a lot of work. It takes a lot of networking and finding that right connection. So it's not easy, but it definitely is rewarding when we're able to make that key connection and really help raise as much money as we can for the community.
Okay, well, we have one popular subject. It is about AI. So our audience, they love to hear about AI. They love to learn AI. So what is your take on AI in terms of impact on business and perhaps also your organization
So
as
in
well
nonprofit
that you can tell?
fundraising, we have a lot of different platforms that we use to reach our donors, and we have combined platforms that help us with not only information but also, getting the word out. So I use two platforms. One is Donor Perfect, the other is Constant Contact, and with those two platforms, they have initiated AI so that we can, share information from both of them through AI, integration, as well as I find AI very helpful for social media and writing. I know you're not, supposed to rely on it, but it is very helpful because after appeal after appeal after appeal, it's hard to come up with creative prose that works for, soliciting certain information, right? So I think AI in my world has been very helpful as far as the creative piece. So, and then
Yeah, and I'll talk a little bit about the financial planning side for my business. I'd say it's definitely very helpful in many different areas when you're talking about financial planning software and the portfolio managers we work with using AI to build their asset allocation and investing in different areas of the market. It's very important. But I'd say at the end of the day, personal relationships is always most important. AI is great. You can use it to save a lot of time now, be more efficient. But at the end of the day, I think those personal relationships, there's AI still can't replace that. I think that's still most important when it comes to business, building relationships, whether it's my business as financial planning or the nonprofit world through the Townwide Fund. Those personal relationships, you still can't replace that.
I have to add to that as well. It's definitely the most important thing that we can focus on is the relationship, because as much as we want to believe that, oh, it needs to be out there in social media or it needs to be done in a certain way, graphics, whatever, that's not the bottom line. Is the relationship that you have with your donors is where your loyalty is going to remain. Yeah.
This is great. Well, okay. If there is one key career lesson that you learned the hard way, what would it be that you can share with us?
I would say, once again, going back to the relationship, everything comes down to your relationship with with your donor, with your board members, and it's very important to be cognizant of everyone's needs, and how everyone needs to be treated, just being respectful of people and their positions and all of that, but also just being, loyal, fervently dedicated. And I think that that's very, very important and reciprocal too in relationships. We have a tremendous dedication from most of our, major sponsors, as well as people that come to our events. And we're very, very appreciative of the continued support. So that is my biggest lesson, is just make sure you focus in on the needs and those relationships, because that is the foundation.
Yeah, that's great,
That,
Marie. And I'd say on my end, with my financial planning firm, being a business owner, it's really not keeping, you got to keep your foot on the gas. You can't keep your foot off the gas at all as a business owner. Maybe you might have a great year, but you can't sit back and relax. You can't be complacent. You have to continue to make new goals, work hard to achieve those goals. And that's something I've learned over time now in my 12th year in business. Something looking back to when I first started, it's definitely something that is very important. Well, when you're building a business, you always have to make new goals, work hard to achieve those goals, and you can't ever be complacent if you want to continue growing.
yeah, these are great career lessons that you are sharing. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Well, we have a little tradition in the American Business Podcast. So I have a question for you coming from our previous guest. And after I ask you that question, I'll ask you to leave me a question in this episode. So I'm going to take that question and I'm going to ask to our coming guest in the American Business Podcast, if that's okay. So the question coming from our previous guest is, what is the latest relationship that you built that helped your organization? And how intentional you were about building these relationships?
Oh, that's a great question. All right, so I love this question because I think Matt and I were together when this happened. So part of our job at Townwide Fund is to attend many events, and of course, our brand needs to get out into the community to remind people of what we do and who we are. So we went to an event at the Paramount, and luckily met someone who was absolutely lovely, and that relationship has now turned into a pretty major donation. And if you want to speak to that, it'd be great.
Yeah, that was an amazing connection, and like Alice Marie said, just from really an event, finding someone, talking to them, getting to know them, just conversation. It's meeting people, building those relationships. And lucky enough, we hit it off with this individual, and he's a great person. We were able to collaborate and tell him a lot about the Townwide Fund, what we have to offer. And it ended up being a great fit where he was able to support us with a major donation. So that was a big recent success story and a relationship that we'll have now going forward for many years.
It's nice to share that story too, because it happened when we were together. And I think the initial introduction was we both had to kind of go out of our comfort zone, which was great. It was like a challenge, and it worked out.
Yeah, this is a great experience that you are sharing with us, especially the importance of building relationships, and it's actually fruitful for both parties. This is really rewarding. Okay, well, what question you would like to leave with me today for me to ask to our coming guest?
I was very curious about how you got started with your podcast.
Okay, well, this one is you gonna leave me a question, and I'm gonna take that question, and I'm gonna ask our coming guest, right? So the question will be about their business or about AI. So anything that you like to ask to our coming guest,
Oh, the coming guest. Okay,
yes, that'd be great. Yes.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd say I know a lot of your guests are business owners and nonprofits. My question would be, what's the one new change or one new idea that you're currently implementing in your business to improve and grow and reach your goals?
Okay, I'll make sure to ask the question. So make sure to watch the following episode 146 and you'll hear the answer. And
you're gonna put them on the hot mic.
All right, sounds good. Let's do that.
On their toes, yeah.
Yes, that's good. So the question that you mentioned, I can actually address here in this part of the episode. So, well, I watch actually podcasts a lot to learn and to observe other business professionals. And when I was watching those podcast channels, I was always looking for something even more informative, more practical information that can be offered from podcast channels. Also, I was looking for always a variety in terms of what I like to watch and learn, because each podcast that I've been watching in business, they have a really like focus niche, I must say, like niche of the niche. Like some of them they talk about real estate, some of them they talk about finance, or they talk about there's a channel that I'm still following. They just talk about vending machines, for example, like as a business, like how to. It's pretty specific.
Yeah.
So I never seen something like what we have in the American Business Podcast, and I was thinking about like starting one that's gonna address those those subjects and insights. That's how I got it started. So initially, our goal was to create the American Business Podcast as a resource for professionals for continuous improvement, learn something new every episode, and then improve yourself. But it became something even bigger in terms of scale, its mission. So that having that educational content is here as our, but we also add promoting, supporting, and also uplifting American businesses, non-profits, and manufacturers. This is our, mission now. So that's basically how I started it and how it has evolved over the months. I can't say over the years yet because it's just all today, but hopefully, many more years to come.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful. It's funny because I think that it's very relevant for all of the businesses to learn from each other. Just because I'm a nonprofit and Matt is a financial planner, we do a lot of things in business that are very, very similar. Business is business, right? B2B. And I think that everyone can learn, not just staying within your realm, but rather learn from each other. So it's a great idea.
So in a way, nonprofits are just like another business in terms of operations, its needs, it is practices. So there are similarities, and I think I like your approach very much, because even though you are in nonprofit industry, that doesn't mean other businesses cannot great approach as well. So this is actually a great opportunity in that sense. So I'm glad that we have platform as a media platform, and we are able to hear from you, learn from you, and then also you are able to learn from other guests in the American Business Podcast, and that's a great learning opportunity. And this is ongoing, right? We learn something new every day, and this is actually exactly why we created the American Business Podcast. So I'm happy that it's working. Okay, what is your career advice for the next generation professionals?
I'll let you start on that.
I can start that. Yeah. My main advice would be work hard. If you're building a business, whether you're in business, finance, or it's a nonprofit, work hard. That would be my first piece of advice, is you really want to outwork the competition. That's how you can really grow and get where you want to be, is hard work. There's really no substitute for hard work at the end of the day. And my second piece of advice would be do something you love. I love financial planning. I love volunteering for the Townwide Fund and helping the community. I love what I do. I get up every day and I'm excited to go do it because I love my business. I love helping my clients and helping them achieve the retirement of their dreams and feel more secure and confident with their finances. So I think it's a lot easier to, put in a hard 40 years of work if you really love what you do. So follow your dreams, figure out what it is that you really love to do. And if you work hard at it, you will figure out a way to make sure that it's successful.
That's great advice. Such great advice. The only thing I would add to that is plan, because even when I was at the top of my career in the fashion industry, which was wonderful, I always had a plan B or a backup. And I think that that's very important. I was a consultant in addition to, sales and economic planning and all of that. It was a great career. But then even when we came here, we talked about the sustainability of a nonprofit and how do you plan for the future. And so we wound up collectively coming up with a legacy society that Matt was the president of. Recently, it's been one of the most wonderful things we've done for the fund, so that we know that when we're not here, we have a plan in place for those to bequeath their assets, or if they can just donate. When your donors are aging out, you need to know that something's going to remain from all of this hard work that we've done for so long. So the Legacy Society has been a real benefit to the Townwide Fund.
Okay, well, we are coming to the end of the podcast episode. So the contact information. So I have the website on screen, townwidefund.org. Any other venue, any other contact information that you'd like to share with our audience in case they like to continue this conversation with you?
Yes, I'll give my website, Curry Financial Group Inc. If anyone would like to go to my website, you can see my contact information. I also have a YouTube channel, Curry Financial Group Inc. as well, where I post some educational videos about different financial topics. And I'll have a lot more videos posted there soon as well.
And for branding opportunities for any businesses that may be interested in working with the Townwide Fund, townwidefund.org. My email is executivedirector@townwidefund.org. We work with very large, companies, Canon, Empire, National Grid. They're all corporate sponsors of ours, and we welcome anyone in the business community to reach out to us and maybe work together and be a sponsor at one of our golf outings, or let's get your brand out there. We work with a lot of C-suites.
And we have a lot of fun events coming up too.
Oh, yeah.
Please go to the Townwide Fund website, check out that events section, and register, and we'll see you there at the events.
We hope to see you guys. Come join us.
They're very fun events, and we work hard to make sure that people enjoy them.
Sounds great. Well, thank you very much, Alice, Matt, for being with us in your busy schedule. Thank you for joining the American Business Podcast.
Thanks
for having us, Kevin. Congrats again on 1 year.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I wish you a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. You as well.
Thank you. Well, to our audience and to our listeners, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And today is also an anniversary episode. We have 2 episodes on our anniversary, so it's pretty nice, and I'm happy to have these episodes back to back. And we'll be right back after a short break. Thank you very much. Would you like to start your business podcast? We are here to help. My name is Kevin Devecioglu. I am the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. When we started the American Business Podcast on February 28, 2025, we had only one mission in mind: to promote, support, and uplift American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the American business community. Within our first 6 months, we managed to pass 100,000 YouTube subscribers, and we received YouTube Silver Award. This is an important award. It shows our dedication to American business and to the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and American Business Podcast community. Now you can have your own branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast Network. You can promote your company, your products, your services, and you'll have instant visibility in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers, subscribers, and followers. You can promote your company, your products and services. You can educate and inspire businesses and individuals. More importantly, you can tell your story, your brand story. How did you get started? What makes you different? And how you are helping your customers and communities. As you know, in the American Business Podcast, I've been talking to more than 100 American businesses. Each business has a story that is inspiring and motivational. I know your business also has a great story which is motivational and inspiring. It is time for you to have your business podcast within the American Business Podcast Network. We help you start your business podcast, and we help you grow your business. This is a great opportunity for you to be visible in the marketplace in front of thousands of the American Business Podcast viewers and subscribers. And this is a great opportunity for us to fulfill our mission to promote, support, and uplift American businesses. Please send us an email and let's get the conversation started. It is PaaS@americanpodcast.tv. Business podcasting as a service powered by the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast is America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. My name is Kevin Devecioglu. I'm the founder and host of the American Business Podcast, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you, working with you, and help you grow your business with your new business podcast. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Reddit. Do you know the biggest challenge nowadays for American small businesses? That is visibility. That's why we partner with Reddit for Business. Reddit has more than 400 million weekly visitors. Furthermore, Reddit is reliable. Reddit is the number one source for real reviews on products, services, and brands. There is a promotion going on. When you spend $500, you'll get $500 in ad credit from Reddit. True story. I am a Reddit user. Anytime I need feedback or review for a product or service, I go to Reddit. I get the real answers, real feedback from real people, from Reddit communities. Scan this QR code and sign up for Reddit advertising for your business. Get the visibility for your company, your products and services. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Would you like to listen to music during your work time? We are here to help. We created ABP Office Music Pod, powered by the American Business Podcast. ABP Office Music Pod is for you, the working professional. You can enjoy jazz, lo-fi, smooth jazz, classic music, and more during your work time. We keep the music positive and energetic. You can go to the YouTube channel of the American Business Podcast, or you can scan this QR code and start listening right away. There is more coming in the American Business Podcast, and this is one of them. Enjoy ABP Office Music Pod during your work time, and thank you very much for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Yelp. Do you know the biggest problem for small businesses nowadays? It is visibility. That is why Yelp Business is ready for you. Sign up Yelp for Business. Make your company visible for your customers to find you. There is an easy sign-up process. When you scan the QR code, it'll take you to a sign-up page. You can sign up and you can start your free trial with no obligation. Make it easy for your customers to find you. There are millions of customers visiting Yelp on a daily basis. Based on the statistics that I got from Yelp, there are more than 70 million customers visiting Yelp on a monthly basis, looking for services, looking for businesses, just like your business. Scan the QR code, sign up for Yelp, and make your company visible. Visibility is the key. It all starts with being searchable, findable, and visible. Yelp is the venue for you. Sign up for Yelp and start getting more leads and more customers starting today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Just Answer. Real help from real experts 24/7. Experts such as lawyers, doctors, veterinarians, computer technicians, home improvement experts, mechanics, personal tax experts, computer technicians, and many other experts are available for you 24/7 on Just Answer. You'll get your answers anytime, during the day, during the night, 24/7, and you'll get your answers from reliable sources. You can scan the QR code on the screen and you can sign up for Just Answer. The answers you need at a price that is right. Scan the QR code and sign up for Just Answer today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Gemini Trust. Gemini makes crypto simple. Find, trade, and buy over 70 different coins, including Bitcoin and Solana, on the best cryptocurrency platform. Gemini Trust. Start trading crypto here. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and start signing up today. Because they have a great customer service, you can reach out to them and get assistance 24/7. Scan the QR code and start trading crypto on Gemini. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Invicta. Invicta is known for its stylish watches, both for men and women. Invicta is offering unisex watches as well. I have a confession. I am an Invicta fan and I've been using Invicta watches for many years. This one is 57mm Invicta watch, automatic. Because it's black color, it goes well with my business outfit. And because it's automatic, I don't need batteries for my watch. It gets the energy by me just moving the watch from my wrist. So it creates energy and it can go pretty much non-stop. I have the QR code on the screen, and when you scan the QR code, you'll be able to see the Invicta watch collection. And you can pick the one that you like based on the color, style, and technology. Please scan the QR code, start shopping today, and join me using Invicta. I'm sure you'll like it. Thank you very much for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Otter AI. Otter is the AI note taker that builds your knowledge and powers your workflow with transcription, automated summaries, AI chat, and more. Get your AI-powered assistant for meeting notes, tasks, and more. Scan the QR code on the screen and sign up today. Otter AI is the latest note taker that you can utilize, and you can set your meetings, you can take your notes, and you can also set up your follow-up actions automatically with the help of the Otter AI. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from YZ. At the American Business Podcast, we always talk about continuous improvement and professional development. That is why we partner with YZ, trust the nation's largest network for tutoring. YZ helps you find the tutor that you need in many different subjects: chemistry, computer, foreign languages, geometry, English, music, physics, reading, SAT, science, and many more. I have the QR code on the screen that you can sign up and start searching for tutors and enjoy the learning experience and continuous improvement as we always talk about in the American Business Podcast. Scan the QR code and sign up for YZ today. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from DocuSign. If you are signing vendor contracts and customer contracts very often, just like I do on daily basis, consider DocuSign. DocuSign is the latest modern digital and electronic signature software system. Furthermore, you can manage your vendor contracts, customer contracts, NDAs, and any other commercial contracts on DocuSign digitally with no need of local installation and no need of keeping your documents on your laptop or your mobile device. Furthermore, with the latest technology of DocuSign, it has intelligent agreement management. It recognizes your repeated documents and creates contracts automatically and makes things easier for you. Do you know how many users are there for the DocuSign system? More than 1 billion users. There are many companies using DocuSign, and trust DocuSign for electronic and digital signature. True story. I also use DocuSign on daily basis and it works smoothly. Highly recommended. You see the QR code on the screen. When you scan the QR code, you fill up the form to start your free trial and join the DocuSign user community. Enjoy your DocuSign experience, and I hope you sign up today. I have the QR code on the screen. Thank you very much, and enjoy the experience. Support for the show comes from Anywhere Apps by Kerr Consulting, now Cherry Beckert. Anywhere Apps are business software products designed for small and mid-sized organizations. They are ready to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Today, I like to promote Asset Management Anywhere. Asset Management Anywhere is a CMMS software system. CMMS stands for Computerized Machine Maintenance Management System. It is designed to help you manage your assets. Your assets may be your machinery, equipment, your buildings, trucks. You can register all of them on Asset Management Anywhere. Asset Management Anywhere comes with unlimited asset management capabilities. There is no limit, there is no upcharge. Moreover, you can perform your break and fix, preventive and predictive machine maintenance management operations on Asset Management Anywhere. If you have a fleet of trucks, you can also manage maintenance operations on Asset Management Anywhere. If you are performing facility management for plumbing, electrical, and other facility management needs, you'll also enjoy the benefits of Asset Management Anywhere. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code to learn more about Asset Management Anywhere and Anywhere apps in general. There is more. I have a direct email for you. You can send me an email at kevin@kerconsulting.com to ask your questions, also to schedule a demo, and I'll be happy to coordinate it with Team Anywhere apps to show you the systems as well as address your questions. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and I hope you enjoy Anywhere apps. Thank you for your support. It is time to sign up for the online monthly networking event. Networking and podcasting together. It is called Connection America Business Alliance, partnered and powered by the American Business Podcast. During this unique business networking event, you'll be able to meet with other business professionals. At the same time, you will be in the American Business Podcast in front of thousands of business-minded YouTube subscribers, viewers, and listeners of the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. Connection America online monthly networking events are interactive. You'll be able to meet with other seasoned business professionals, and at the same time, you'll be able to interact with viewers and audience. That's a unique event. It is because it's podcasting plus networking. If you are in business, you should be networking. And if you're not networking, you are losing business every single day. That is why we created online monthly networking event called Connection America Business Alliance, CABA in short. Scan this QR code and sign up today. When you scan the QR code, you'll see the list of coming monthly online networking events. Pick the one that works for you and sign up. We have limited seating, and today is the great day to sign up for online business networking event. Networking plus podcasting. That is a unique online business networking opportunity. You can introduce yourself, your products and services, and you'll be able to network with other business professionals live on the American Business Podcast. Scan the QR code and sign up today. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being with me in the American Business Podcast. If you'd like to be a guest in the American Business Podcast, please send us an email, guestbooking@americanpodcast.tv. If you'd like to sponsor ABP, if you'd like to advertise in our podcast episodes, please send us an email, growyourbusiness@americanpodcast.tv. You can advertise your company, your products, your services, and your brands in the American Business Podcast. Please send us an email. grow your business at americanpodcast.tv. You can also visit our website, americanpodcast.tv, to learn more about the American Business Podcast as well as our coming streaming schedule. Now you can have your branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast network. We call it Business Podcasting as a Service, PaaS. If you're interested in starting your business podcast in the American Business Podcast Network, please send us an email, paas@americanpodcast.tv. As part of our international expansion, we started international podcast editions. When you scan this QR code, it'll take you to our YouTube page. And please go to the podcast section in our YouTube page and you'll see our international podcast editions. They are ABP Espanol, ABP German, ABP French, ABP Hindi, ABP Portuguese, and ABP Turk, that you can listen to American Business Podcast in 6 different foreign languages. Okay, well, we are in the process of increasing our presence in social media. If you're on LinkedIn, please scan this QR code and subscribe, follow us on LinkedIn. If you're on TikTok, please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our TikTok page. Please subscribe. Please follow us. If you are on Instagram, please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our Instagram page and please subscribe. If you are on Facebook, we'll also appreciate your help and support. Please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our Facebook page and please follow us. And finally, we are on IMDb, next to other reputable media productions. Please scan this QR code, go to our IMDb page, and please rate us on IMDb. We'll truly appreciate your help and support. I'd like to thank you for your help. Thank you for your support. I'm looking forward to seeing you in coming the American Business Podcast episodes. The American Business Podcast is the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast, America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. Thank you very much for your help and looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.